This next position is going to go through a single leg deadlift, which is a very good exercise to start to strengthen glute, especially hamstring, into a lengthened position. So we'll start off holding on for some support to make sure the form is good, and then you can progress away from holding on and also progress into holding it with some weight. So I like to have something beside you, whether it's a wall, a chair, so you have something to give yourself some balance. If I have my support hand as my left hand, I want to also be standing on my left leg, because eventually I'm going to have a weight in the hand opposite of the leg I'm standing on. So if I'm going to do my left leg, I'll have my left hand on this chair, maybe just fingertips for balance. Now from the side, I want you to see what happens at my lower back, because this is a common problem, is that as I start to go down, I want to make sure that this leg that's going back is moving at the same speed as my head. So a lot of people will start off going and then they'll let their legs stop and they'll start bending at their back, which starts to put an increased threat to my lower back at injuring it or straining it. So I really want to make sure as I come down, my foot and my head are moving at the same speed. And I want to get to a point where I feel a little bit of tension in my hamstring. I shouldn't feel anything in my lower back. The other thing you'll notice is this leg I'm standing on is not locked out straight. It also doesn't have a deep knee bend in it. So when I start off, I unlock that knee so there's a little bend, but I don't move it from here on out. All the motion is coming from this hip that I'm standing on. And you'll know you're doing it right if you feel some tension in your hamstring. And you can see that I can almost kind of wiggle my toes a little bit because most of my pressure is on my heel, which helps engage that hamstring. So from here, as soon as I feel that, that's where I'm going to maybe lightly squeeze my butt and come up out of that position. If you have too much bend in your knee, or if you bend at your back, you won't feel that. Now the other thing to look at from behind is as I go into this single leg deadlift, another common thing that happens is people will start to rotate their pelvis, turning this back toe out. I want to try and keep my pelvis as square as I can. It's going to be a natural thing that I want to rock because instead of having this foot on the ground to support me, all my weight's on one leg. So I'll feel like I want to center my body weight over top of this. To engage a little bit more of both sides of the hamstring and your glutes, you want to try and avoid that rocking. So you're going to see I'll put some pressure on this to help me if I need to. I want to really keep my pelvis turned square. I almost feel like it's turned in a little bit. So as I come down, this back toe, it stays pointed down towards the ground, not turning out. And the same thing, I go to where I feel that tension, and I come back up. I like to go down nice and slow, 4 to 5 second count, so I feel that tension, and then up can be a little bit quicker than down. I try for 10 to 20 reps without weight, and if that feels okay and you don't have any pain, and you feel like it's just a good work into your hamstring, you can then progress to a weight, which I'll show you. So if I grab 10 pounds, and it's the same idea. The weight's just going to hang right down at my side as I do the same mechanics. Coming down. You see I also don't keep my neck hyperextended. I kind of let my head follow the rest of my body. So I start off looking straight ahead and my gaze gradually drops down as my body comes down towards the floor. That's it.